welcome back to my channel. It's your combo Renegale, and today I'm going to show you guys how to get this beautiful look. So first, we gotta prime. I'm using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. And yeah, just slapping that on my lids, and then blending it out with my finger, and like swiping motions, and then patting motions, pat, 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 pat. And then after that, I'm going in with the NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette in Bright. And oh my god, I love this palette. It's so affordable. Love. So I'm taking that, I would say it's like a light neon orange color. And I'm just like using that kind of as a transition color for the other shades we're going to put on next. And if you guys don't know, like purple and orange are complementary colors. So that's why we're using orange. So yeah, just slapping that on my crease, starting with a little and then building. And then I go in with this beautiful tangerine color, and I put it just a smidgen lower than where I put like the light neon orange one. And yes, we're just creating depth, and this is just a really easy way to create depth. Like, people make it seem like it's so hard, but when you use multiple colors, it makes it easier. And then I'm going in with that gorgeous rose pink in my crease. So if you guys don't know where your crease is, just look down and it'll be the sunken in place that your brush naturally goes to. So yeah, I'm just slapping that on. And then also I go back in with the original brush I was using to blend in the other colors. And I just kind of blend everything out. Because this, if you blend along the way, it's just easier. You could even add like a little bit more color from the first two shades, like what I just did, and blend it out even more. It makes it super, super easy. So because we used all those different shades, we have a beautiful blend going on. And now I'm going in with this cool purple shade. It's really deep, so I just put a little bit at a time because it's always easier to add than it is to put a bunch on at one time, like a bunch of pigment, and take away. So if you're just starting out with makeup, or even if you're not, it's always just easier to start with a little and build upon that. And what we're doing with this purple color is adding depth. We're putting it on the outer third, commonly known as like the V of the eye, and it just adds depth to the eye, to the whole look. It just makes it look amazing. And I kind of also like drag the color in a bit to define my crease a little bit more. Can you guys see the difference? The depth that that purple made? So now we're going in with our pink, and we're going into this cute, glittery, pinky reddy shade. How would you guys describe this shade? But I'm going in with that one in the middle of my eye and the first third. And we're going to use this beautiful glittery eyeshadow as a base for the next glittery eyeshadow. And I'm using Element from Urban Decay's Moon Dust palette, but you can use any glitter, honest to God. Like, NYX has some really, really good glitters. The reason I'm going in with my finger is because you have the most control and the best color payoff too, so win-win. So after we wipe away all that fallout underneath our eyes, I'm going to go in with my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in New Guinea. Love this foundation so, so much. I just pump it on the back of my hand, and I go in with my Real Techniques brush. It just makes it super quick and easy. And I love this brush so much. I rave about this brush all the time. It makes applying foundation a dream. And after my foundation, I go in with my concealer, and I show you guys a really, really nifty hack on how to get that like sharp line without having to use like tape right next to your eyes for the eyeshadow. So you take the concealer brush and you just make a line. Girl, I get the sharpest shadow. It is so nice. I love it. And I don't like putting the tape underneath my eye because the skin underneath the eye is so fragile, so gentle, and the tape is just so aggressive and so harsh. So this is a really, really easy way that will spare your under eyes and give you that beautiful crisp eyeshadow line. So after I blended out all the concealer, I went in with my favorite translucent setting powder. That's drugstore. It's the e.l.f. translucent setting powder. And it's amazing, you guys. It works so well. Then I did my liner and lash off camera, but for my liner I just used the Kat Von D in Trooper. And then I went in with my Fenty Kilowatt highlighter in Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule, and I used that with a very, very stiff smudger brush to highlight my inner tear ducts. Well, not inner tear ducts? Well, my tear ducts. And it's so pretty, oh my gosh. And using this brush just makes it so easy. And then I also use that same highlighter to highlight my brow bone, one of my favorite parts. But I use Ginger Binge to highlight all of the underneath of the brow, and then I only used Moscow Mule, which is like super pigmented, in my arch, and it makes such a difference. It makes your brow look more lifted, your eyes look more lifted. Amazing little hack. Going back into the NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette in Brights, I'm using that cool purple right there. And this is also an e.l.f. brush. I don't know the name of it, but if I figure it out, I'll put it in the description box below. But I'm just using that color to smudge on my lower lash line. And oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. And we're doing this to basically just balance out the eye look because we have so much drama on the top. We need a little bit of drama on the bottom. And now for my lips, I went in with Currant lip pencil from MAC Cosmetics. And then I also went in with Heroin. Oh my god, I think everyone loves Heroin from MAC. But Heroin was my lipstick shade. So after the lips, I basically just set the rest of my face with the Dewy Finish setting spray from NYX. And I was trying to avoid the eye area as much as possible because it can ruin the look. But that was it, you guys. So this is the final result. I loved it so much. It was so pretty. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you like this video. And besitos, beauties.